For SoCal commuters, getting from point A to point B each day can be a nightmare. So it isn't often you hear someone put a positive spin on traffic.
Usually the sign of a good economy is a lot of traffic.
Kathy McCune is Metro's Director of Congestion Reduction. And as the economy's gotten better, her job has gotten tougher.
We've seen an 18% increase in traffic in the last year, which would generally corresponds to slightly slower speeds.
At this monitoring station in Gardena, Kathy and her colleagues can keep an eye on Metro's most ambitious freeway project, the FasTrak ExpressLanes. Solo commuters can pay for access to these lanes, and some days it's worth it.
Northbound 110 is crowded. The express lanes are wide open. On northbound side, you want to pay for the drive, no issue there.
To help drivers understand what they're paying for, Metro made a series of animated explainers. They even released a rap from MC Easy Cruise.
Transponder, y'all are like, what's that? Well, listen up close, let me give you the facts. Go Metro, get on the fast track, and you'll turn yourself into the leader of the pack.
Today, close to 350,000 transponders have been issued, but most Angelenos don't have one. And at the Metro Service Center in Gardena, there are still commuters confused about how the system works.
My understanding was if I was in the express lane and had enough people in the car that I could travel in the carpool lane, but evidently that's not the case because I got 2 tickets for $50 or more each.
The lanes used to exclusively be carpool lanes, but as UCLA professor of urban planning Brian Taylor explains, HOV-only lanes are not the most efficient way to manage freeway traffic.
So we've all seen times at rush hour, we think, well, there's no time savings there because those vehicles are stopped as well. But other times we see that those carpool lanes are underutilized. So the idea is that you have some excess capacity there and you can sell it to the highest bidder. And by selling it, you can adjust the price to keep demand in line with supply.
But merely putting a price, any price on a public road, has proven controversial with LA's commuters.
I don't like it. I think it's unnecessary, and I don't think it benefits the majority of us.
I don't know their thinking whether they want everybody to benefit, but if you don't have money to pay it, how are you going to benefit?
Express lanes have been frequently criticized as Lexus lanes, a program that allows the wealthy to speed by everyone else. However, Metro insists the express lane users actually come from all economic backgrounds.
We actually did a survey of the vehicles that people are registering, and I think the most popular one is a Toyota.
So technically they're Toyota lanes. But as Professor Taylor explains, even Lexus lanes, from an economic perspective, wouldn't actually be that bad.
If only rich people were using them and they were paying a fee for it, then it would be a completely progressive tax. That is, we'd only be charging rich people for this, and we use the revenues to pay for additional transit service or to improve road maintenance. That would be a very positive, a progressive tax.
Express lane revenues have gone to increasing bus frequency and expanding the rail lines, services that are used more frequently by lower income commuters. Still, convincing passengers that freeways should be anything other than free is a tough sell.
I think for me to have to pay $40 plus a monthly service to just be able to travel in there, I think it's highway robbery, and I think it's a scam.
And yet, every day, there are still plenty of commuters willing to pay more than $15 to go 11 miles. In fact, the lanes may be too popular. A recent Metro report shows the average speeds in FasTrak lanes are dropping. To keep them moving, Metro's recently made the northbound 110 lanes carpool only for up to 30 minutes a morning. No solo drivers allowed. Of course, there's another possible way to keep the lanes moving. You could just raise the prices.
Remember what you're selling. You're selling time savings. And if you don't have what we call a market clearing price, what you end up doing is charging people for no time savings at all. And that makes them really angry.
The last thing LA freeways need are more angry drivers. For now, though, Metro's not considering any price hikes, but it's possible down the road. And with our roads, fast and fair may not always go hand in hand.
We have a principle of egalitarianism that says, well, everyone ought to be able to crowd on that road anytime they want to. That's fair, but everybody is worse off as a result.
Living life in the fast lane for a price. I'm Conor Knighton for SoCal Connected.
For more on FasTrak, go to socalconnected.org/fasttrack.